All right, this is Module 4, Lesson 8. We're going to start on with Example 5. This is day 2 of Lesson 8. A sign says that the price marked on all sneakers is 25% off the original price. You buy a pair of sneakers for $45, so what is the original price? All right, so let's start with our cheat sheet, percent, and whole. Now, the first thing we read is that it's 25% off. If it's 25% off, you're paying 75%. And I know that because I just subtract 25 from 100. So the percentage I'm paying is 75% or 0.75. Now, remember from yesterday, we called the whole the original price, and we called the part the selling price. So if you read the next sentence, you buy a pair of sneakers for $45. That's how much you're buying it for. What is the original price? So here's our cheat sheet. Let's do part equals percent times whole. So 45 is our part. That's 75% of the original cost. So let's divide 0.75 on both sides. So take your calculator. 45 divided by 0.75 gives us $60. So does it make sense that the original value would be $60 and you're paying $45 after a discount? Yes. So how much money did you save? Well, it was originally 60, and we're subtracting 45 to give us a $15 savings. All right, part C says, what percent of the original is the sale price? So remember, the word of means whole, is means part. So set up your cheat sheet. They're asking us to find the percent. The part is the sale price, which would be 45. Your whole is your original price because of the of, and that would be 60. So part equals percent times whole. Part is 45. Percent is X. And whole is 60. Divide both sides by 60, so X is equal to. So 45 divided by 60 gives us 0.75. That's not my answer because it's asking for a percent. So you have to move it over twice. So the answer is 75%, which makes sense because if it's 25% off, you're paying 75%. All right, example 6. This time it says the sale price is $300. It's discounted by 20, then discounted by 5%. And you all know that when I see two percentages, I never, ever add them together. I always take them separately. 2%, two equations. So let's do the 20% off first. So part, percent, whole. So my discount is 20%. That means that I'm paying 80%, which is 0.80. The sale price is $300, and my whole is X. So part equals percent times whole. So my part is 300. My percent is 0.80, and I have X. Divide both sides by 0.80. So 300 divided by 0.8 gives me $375. So that's before the 20% off. Now let's do the 5% off. Now, if it's being discounted by 5%, I'm going to take 5% off. That means I'm paying 95%. So I'm going to set up part, percent, whole. So we just said we're paying 95% this time. Now, the part, the selling price, we already took the discount. So this is going to be $375. And our whole is our original price, which is X. So part equals percent times whole. So our part is 375. Our percentage is 0.95. Our whole is X. divide both sides by 0.95. So x is equal to, very long number. I want you to write this out. Now, this is money, so we only need 2 decimal places. So we look at the third. The third is a 6. That's going to tell us to go up. So the original cost of this was $394.74. All right. If you turn to the next page is 4 different exercises that I want you to try on your own. So you're going to hit pause, and as soon as you are done, you can hit play, and you can go over the answers with me for 1 through 4. All right, number 1. I'm going to set up my cheat sheet here. So I have a video game store that has a markup rate of 30%, selling the video game for $40. So how much did the store pay? A markup means that I'm paying more than that price. So this would be 130%. 130%, move it over twice, is 1.3. The selling price is 40, and I want to know how much the store paid, which would be the whole. So part equals percent times whole. So 40 is equal to 1.30 times x. To solve for x, divide both sides by 1.30. So take your calculator. So 40 divided by 1.3 is a long number. And you want to make it money. So 2 decimal places, look at the third. Third is a 9, tells us to go up. So this would be $30.77. That's how much the store paid. We're paying $40. All right, next one. A pair of pants is being sold at Under Armour for $50, and it's been discounted by 10%. So what's the original? So part, percent, whole. We want to know the original. Being discounted by 10% means we're paying 90%, which is 0.90. The selling price is $50. All right, so part equals percent times whole. So 50 is equal to 0.90 times x. To solve, you're going to divide both sides by 0.90. So 50 divided by 0.9, long number again, 55.555, repeating. So when you round it to the nearest cent, it would be $55.56. All right, number 3, sale price is $80. The original price was discounted by 40% and then 5%. So 2%, 2 equations. So let's do the 40% off first. So part, percent, and whole. So our first discount was 40%, which means we're paying 60%. We subtract from 100, which is 0.60. Selling price was 80. We want to know the original x. So part equals percent times whole. 80 is equal to 0.60x. Divide both sides by 0.60. So 80 divided by 0.6 is 133.333, repeating. In terms of money, that's $133.33. That's only the first discount. So now let's do the 5% off. So part, percent, and whole. If it's 5% off, that means you're paying 95%, which is 0.95. We still don't know the whole, but this time we've already taken 1 discount. So our selling price is now 133.33. So part equals percent times whole. 133.33 is equal to 0.95x. Divide both sides by 0.95. So 133 divided by 0.95 gives us another long number. Write it out. and round. So the 7 tells us to go up to $140.35. That would be the original cost. All right, last one. Nike has a markup rate of 60%. They're selling a sweatshirt for $40. Find the price the store paid. So part, percent, whole. It's a markup, so I'm going to add it to 100, which is 160%, which is 1.6. They're selling it for 40, so that's our part, and we're finding the original, which is our whole. So part equals percent times whole. So 40 is equal to 1.60 times x. Divide both sides by 1.60 to solve. So take your calculator. 40 divided by 1.6 gives us $25. So they bought it for $25. They're selling it for $40. All right. Make sure that you know what your homework is tonight. It is not the rest of the lesson. There are still some problems that you do not have to do tonight. Good luck.